Hey, what's up, guys? Skelemystyk. On my right, we have the not exactly heavily armored, quite decent looking red Sonya, a T3 Thrall. On my left, we have the also quite awesome looking, but rather more heavily armored T3 Thrall. Which of these two Thralls, if you had to choose, do you think would make the best combat companion Thrall to roam the Exiled Lands with? The actual answer might surprise you. Okay, now we've got the question. Let's find the answer to this. I've got to pop off of my heads-up display. There we go. And actually go to a tail of the tape to make this decision. Now, sure, Sonya is quite the picture to look at. Again, not quite as heavily armored as she might be, but she is a bearer Thrall. She is not a fighter. She is not an archer. A bearer Thrall. My fellow over here is a T3 fighter Thrall. Now, from that, the answer should be obvious. Why, I'd rather have the fighter Thrall every time, because he's going to be better than a bearer every time. Well, the tail of the tape. Let's talk about the tail of the tape. First comes first. We'll go ladies first. Sonya the Red. And we will pop up her stats. She has 22 strength, 30 agility, 31 vitality, 13 accuracy, and 42 survival. For perks, she got Expert Survivalist, which gives her a +5 survival and a negative, unfortunately, in 3 strength. She got Born Warrior, which gives her that strength back, plus some vitality. And she got Redeemed, which gives her a whole bunky load of vitality. For a total life of 20,428. Okay, we'll skip out of that and we'll go one more time to her inventory. As you can see, as I said, she doesn't have exactly the heaviest armor. Her armor rating is 278 because she's mostly got jewelry and silks on. Mostly. Let's go over here to Ben the Grim, our fighter Thrall. T3, again, just the same as her in rankings. He's not more, he's not less as far as the tiers go. Let's look at Ben. Ben has 30 strength, 30 agility, 41 vitality, 18 accuracy, I kind of got boned on that, and 20 survival. For perks, he got Universal Warrior, which is one of the best perks to get. He got Cannibal, which knocks down his accuracy, but gives him extra vitality, which again, being as he's a fighter, not an archer, that's not too bad. Accuracy, not so much for a fighter. Fit, which is +3 vitality, for a total life total of 9,642, which is, yes, substantially less than the bearer. Now, the fact that she's got Redeemed does have something to do with her huge total. That is the best vitality perk you can get. So, yeah, she did get bumped up on the vitality some. However, if she didn't have Redeemed, her life would be just about, well, maybe even a little bit more than the T3 fighter Thralls. Now, you know what? I forgot to check his armor. Let's check his armor. He has 1,252 armor because he has Godbreaker armor on, currently the best or accepted best armor in the game, or heaviest armor in the game. He has the Blade of the Adventurer, which is one of the top blades in the game, gives 82 health damage with 15 armor pen. So yes, he can approach the dragon or the giant scorpion or the whatever it is and pretty much knock a hole in them pretty quick. Yes, he can do that. Go back here to Sonya. As I said, she has pretty much jewelry and silks on for armor, so her armor is low. But, I took advantage of the fact that she's lightly armored, and I gave her venom-infused daggers. These daggers won't punch a fast hole in something like a Blade of the Adventurer or a Sword of Cromwell, but they are very much a love 'em and leave 'em type weapon. She can stab you a few times and step away, and I'm taking advantage of her light armor and agility to do that. Stab you a few times, step away, and the bleed and poison stack will do the rest. You would be surprised how few times you actually have to hit something with a dagger, especially a venom-infused dagger, to actually do some hurt to it. So, as far as combat goes, from my experience of these two, honestly, she is just as good in knocking things down. Okay, I gotta put a little caveat here. With the exception of undead, you have to put a specter coating on those daggers to harm undead because, well, you can't bleed or poison them. But other than that, every living thing, she is just as good at damaging as this heavily armored Tier 3 fully leveled fighter Thrall. Just as good. It's really shocking. Now that we've established they're pretty much the same as far as fighting ability go, let's go to the extra. The extras, the bonuses. Back in inventory. Okay. Now that we're here in inventory, you see that Ben the Grim, my man, my myth, my legend, the champion with the heaviest armor, the nicest blade, and good damage, only has 5 inventory slots. 5. So by the time you put his weapon on him and you fill him full of food so that he can heal during those long, hard battles ahead, well, he ain't really got a lot of room for anything. And as you know, there is a whole lot of rock chopping that goes on in this game. You're chopping rocks, pretty much more than any other resource, chopping rocks and wood constantly to do your building. As you also know, boy, that stuff fills up your inventory, or more importantly, your encumbrance, really, really fast. If you're out there with old Ben, well, Ben just can't hack it. Ben can knock him down, but Ben can't carry the load. Sonya the Red, our T3 bearer Thrall, has 20 inventory spaces. To put that in perspective for you, that means she can carry twice as much as your horse. If you're out here roaming around with your horse and decide to stop and mine some stone or some iron or what have you and carry it back to the base camp, he can't carry as much as your bearer Thrall, as much as this. Again, not very heavily armored. I dare say scantily clad, but let's just say not heavily armored bearer Thrall. She can carry this T3 twice as much as your horse. Now, there are other things that can carry more, like the caravan animals can carry, I do believe, 30. And a named bearer, such as Anna the Light, or Rethris, or Dono, can carry 25 spaces worth of inventory. The difference between the two is the caravan animals really can't fight worth a darn. Red Sonya here can carry 20,000 stone, and while she's carrying it, knock the crap out of most things that will attack you in the Exiled Lands. So, my point to this whole thing is, next time you're out there farming for Thralls, man, that fighter looks good, I'm going to grab him. Or, that archer looks good, I'm going to grab her. Think about it. Don't kill off those bearers. Now, okay, if a T2 bearer or T1 bearer, sure, kill it off. Get the inventory pack, the bearer pack that they have that gives you supplies. By all means, get that. But if you see a T3, or definitely if you see a named bearer, grab those. Grab those, equip them. You can equip them in Godbreaker armor if you want. The reason I did this was her agility would allow for it. She looks good in that armor, or that clothing, whatever you want to call it. She looks good in that, and she has the benefit of agility, and the daggers work out as a system for her. You can put your bearer in Godbreaker armor and give them a heavy sword if you want to. And they can still carry 20,000 stone. But never overlook a good resource in this world when you find one. And T3 and above bearers are an excellent, underexploited, overlooked resource. By all means, grab one when you can. I think that overall, the pick, the choice goes to Sonya the Red. She doesn't fight better than the fully armored with Godbreaker fighter, but she doesn't fight worse either. Carries a lot more and looks good doing it. Guys, what do you think? I would love to hear your opinions on this. By all means, hit me up with a comment. If you enjoyed this video, like, subscribe, share, yell my name to the heavens, name your firstborn son or daughter. Sounds good for either one, it really does. And I would love to have that. And until next time, this is Skelemystyk reminding you that whatever else you do, always love the game. Peace.